Hi crafters, it's Simply Pam, and today is the My Pink Stamper Pinkalicious Blog Hop. Sorry, tongue twister. And the project that I'm making, we just need to use something that uses spring colors or make a spring project. And so I decided to go with the spring colors. And I'm going to use the, I'm going to make a prayer chart. And what I mean by that is I'm using the More Faithful Sayings from My Pink Stamper. And I'm going to use the stamp, A Family That Prays Together Stays Together. And I'm going to make a magnetic prayer chart. So I have these two little girls. I'm going to put this, they're from the Chore Chart Cricut cartridge. And it's the same image, I just flipped it. And they're cut at 3.5 inches. And I'm going to have them right here. And then this is the squares from the designer calendar. I just made 2 weeks worth of squares basically. And this is at 7.5 inches. And basically what I did was I hid all the grid lines. So all it cut out was the squares on the inside. And so I'm going to put them down here. And then I have this sheet metal. I want to say it's 26 gauge. I'll have it all on my blog. But it comes, I bought it at Home Depot for like $2.50 for a 12 by 24 sheet. And so it's pretty cheap. And then I just sized it out and then had my dad cut it with some tin snips for me. So I'm going to glue this down on cardstock. And then what my idea is to have the week put out, so like Sunday, and then they can just make sure, since I'm having 2 days of prayer for morning and night with the family, and they can just move it like this, the little girls, the kids can. So they know that kind of involves the children on having family prayer together. So let's get this party going, making it. Okay, so what I did is I stamped the image onto white cardstock and then I measured that out and then made a green background a little bit bigger, just a 1/4 inch bigger, so it's at an 1/8 of an inch bigger on all sides. Then I cut that out again, just the size of the green portion, 4 times in chipboard because I wanted to make it really easy for kids to pick up to move. So it's like that. And then I have this magnet, excuse me, that I'm going to glue on the back. So let's put this down. And I'm going to be using my Tombow multi-glue for this. So I got scratch paper here. Sorry if you hear all my dogs in the background. I left the back door open, so they're running in and out because it's such a nice day right now. So they're running in and out and playing around. So okay, I put this together and I'll let this dry. Some glue's a little bit on the sides, and I'll what's it called? File on the sides to make it kind of a little bit more even, and then also put some ink on the sides to kind of make it a little bit more pretty. So I'll put that up to the side for now. Alright, and I'm going to glue down my sheet metal, and I'm using this Beacon 527 multi-use glue. My dad had this in his toolbox. I'm sure it'll work. I'm sure you can get it like at Home Depot, Lowe's, or you can probably find anything you wanted that would work with it. So I'm going to put this down. This is really, really smelly though, I'll tell you that for sure. Whew. It smells like fingernail polish remover, so it smells like. Okay. I'm going to make sure I have a 1/2 inch on all sides so I can put down my paper. Now this doesn't have to be like perfectly cut when you or gluing this down, because you're going to have paper over it, so it doesn't matter if it's not like a perfect straight line on this sheet metal. The only thing you need to do is, like when you're doing tin slips, it has a tendency to kind of lift, is to take a hammer and do the sides. Hammer down the little bumps. Okay. I'm going to let this dry for a little bit with some scratch paper and some weight. 1/2 inch up. So it's about a 1/2 inch up. And where's my... Oh, here it is. Okay, so I have glue all over my fingers. Okay. So I want to make sure that my squares start about 3 or a little bit above half. I don't know my measurements on rulers very well. I mean, I know like 1/2 and 1/4, but the ones in between. And then like that. And then I'll put like that. Okay, that'll be good. Okay. So, oh, this, I could use this using the Mickey font, and this is sized at, I think it's 1 1/4. Yeah, 1 1/4 inches for my little days of the week. Okay, so now I'm going to put down my days of the week. And I'm going to use my glue stick for this one. Okay, so before I put down my little praying girls, I'm going to put this down onto the cardstock. Let me go grab it. Should be dry by now. Okay, so to put this down, I'm going to put glue on this part and then put the paper on top of that. So I'm going to use, I'm trying to decide which one I want to use. This moved a little bit on my paper. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to put this around the edges just so I can make sure I get everything down. And this works pretty quickly. I probably should have put down the other stuff first. In fact, I think I will. I'm using my ATG gun. Yes, I do have one. I'm putting this on the metal portion to hold that part down. I'm going to start off in the corner, make sure that matches first, and then just lay it down from there. This is a glue eraser. I got some glue up here. I'm just going to see if I can get this off. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to now punch a hole with my Crocodile for 3/16, and I'm going to do it in between Thursday and Friday, and Monday and Tuesday. Easy way to measure. And then I'm using some American Crafts Elements medium eyelets in just white. Oops, there's one. Here. Okay, and I have this already on for 3/16, and I'm using the the pokey side, and 1 for the flat side. I'm just going to put this in here, squeeze, put it in there, and squeeze. So that's all set. Okay, and then so this little girl, she's going to go right here. So you can barely see the white parts behind her, but that's okay. And then same thing with this one. I'm going to put her on some pop dots. As you can see, when it cuts out the little dash lines for the eyes, like she's closing her eyes, like this is supposed to be her eyelashes. But they don't put anything for the back, so I just cut a piece of brown cardstock and covered it up so you can have something right there. Actually, I don't think I can pop dot them, now that I think about it. I think they have to be glued directly down, just so the magnet can make sure it gets all the way through. So let's try this. This is a really heavy-duty magnet. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that this is going to be glued down completely right here. Okay, so I'm going to add a little extra to them. Okay, so this is a Versamark pen, and I'm just going to outline their hair to give a little extra dimension. I'm just going to put it on the edge. And I learned this from Gloria, from gloriascrafts.com or blogspot.com. Just adds a little extra dimension to their hair. Okay. And then, I was going to get some okay, so this ribbon is the, I wonder if I should do a pink color because I don't have any pink on here. Let's do that. That'll be pretty. Okay, do that instead. And I'm going to put this through the front part and tie it off in a knot and see what that looks like. Alright, there it is. And where's my, here it is. So a family that prays together stays together. I think this turned out cute. Man, that is really sticky. I hope that holds. Alright, so head over to my blog, simply-pan.blogspot.com to find the blog hop list, as well as see what I'm giving away for my blog candy. You need to leave a message over on my blog. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.